Well, good day, viewers. Today we have a 2011 F150. It's a limited edition, and it has a problem. Let me turn the key on. With the driver's side power window. It doesn't work. Passenger side works. Right rear works. Left rear works. But the front window, driver's side, doesn't work, up or down. Power door locks work, and this lockout switch here is for the other three windows. So let's go ahead and diagnose this problem together. So the first thing we want to do is have a look at the wiring for this power window to see if there's by chance a separate fuse for the left window. Here is the master switch and the power window motor on the left front. This one appears to be different. It has the express up and express down feature, so that could possibly change things. But I'm noticing here that there is a separate fuse. 30 amp fuse F1 in the well, it says body control module, so that'd be the fuse panel under the passenger side dash on the right A pillar. So we're going to check that fuse because that feeds power to the power window motor. Fuse F1. So as the schematic suggested, that fuse is in the BCM, which is part of the what used to be called the smart junction box. And if you look at the fuse cover, fuse 1, which is this top one at the very top here, ends up being that 30 amp fuse at the very top. And I've tested that. Let me see if I can get in here and test it again. There. So it lights on that side and it lights on that side. So the fuse is good. So let's see if there's another logical spot to check this circuit. So back looking at the diagram, any connector in the circuit is a logical point to look at this. So there's connector 2280, which is right at the BCM. Then there's connector C219, which is under the dash. 200 series connectors are under the dash. And then there's connector 524, which would be in the driver's door. So I suspect the wiring might be broken at connector 219, which I believe is on the A pillar on the driver's door. Let's see what the location is, because the wires have to flex every time you open and close the driver's door, and given the fact that this is a 11-year-old vehicle, I'm sure the wires have flexed several times. Yes, so that's right at the driver's door, C219. So we're going to take this cover off this connector and see if there's broken wires in there. So this is C219 right here. It's a latched connector, and it's got a rubber boot over it. And of course the wires in this harness have to flex every time the door is open and closed. I'm trying to remember what's involved in getting this out of here. Unfortunately, it's not easy to do with one hand, so I'll get it disconnected. I know this lever pops down and the connector will disconnect. So if you partially close the door, you can pop that lever down. I see the check link is loose here. That's what's causing that click. We'll fix that up after. So to get that lever to pop down, you have to press this tab over and then partially close the door. Now, I'm just trying to see if there's an easy way to get this rubber boot off of here, or get the back cover off of this so we can check the wires. I popped this grommet out The other option is to figure out what color the wire is and tug on it and see if it comes off. I'm going to do that. Well, I was looking in there, and I don't have to go too far. You can see there's a number of broken wires in here. Focus. It's a red wire in question that would be broken, but there's at least 5 or 6 broken wires in there. So I'm going to price this harness because fixing it at this spot is next to impossible. You have to have the terminal, solder a wire into it and splice it inside the door where it's not bending. So we'll price the harness. It may not be that expensive. So the parts department's closed today because it's Saturday, so I thought I'd have a look in here just for shits and giggles. You can pry this little plastic piece off if you latch it again and it comes off. And then if you pry out on this cover, you'll be able to pop this into the housing here. So let's see if we can get this off and have a look at it. So I got the connector apart here, and that red wire that you see there is the one in question. And of course the pin inside here should have power. I'm going to check that. I noticed again looking at the schematic that there is another fuse that feeds power to the left power window motor, and that's a key switch power, by the way. But if that fuse is good, that's fuse 32. I tested it, but it would affect other things in the vehicle. As you can see, it goes off and feeds other circuits. But that red wire is not broken, and this green and violet wire to pin 6 of this connector, no, not pin 6, pin 12. C219 is pin 12, pin 40 and pin 12. I'm going to see if that's one of the broken wires. So here's the connector view of C219, and you can see the pin 50 is the ground, pin 40 is battery power, and pin 12 is ignition power. It comes from the relay. And all of those wires are good in this connector, so I'm not sure. I know there's some damaged wires there, but I'm not sure if they're related to the problem. Maybe we got 2 problems. I'm going to check for battery power on this pin coming out of the door pillar, and this pin here and this pin here. Now it's a bit difficult to do, but I got a test terminal in there on pin 40, and you can see that I have battery power there. So I'm not sure if there's what wires are broken in here. I'm going to try and figure it out. So there are 3 broken wires for sure, and another 5 or 6 that are cracked. Need my coffee this morning. That violet green wire is broken, so I'm not sure what this black blue wire is or this yellow violet wire is. And I'm going to see about pricing a harness assembly, because like I said, you can't reliably fix this in this spot. It's going to break again. So I believe I found this part online at fordpartsgiant.com. All of the Canadian sites are closed, and nobody's working on parts departments on Saturday. I think I'm the only guy that's working on the weekend. And the US price is about $90. So even if it's double that here in Canada, it's still reasonable to replace the entire harness, provided it's still available. So I'm going to order up the harness for this thing, and we'll go ahead and replace it. I got the connector temporarily plugged back in, and I fished that green wire out, and you can see it has battery power, or key switch power I should say, on it. So I'm going to temporarily connect with a jumper wire and see if I can get the window to roll up. And you can see the window rolls up. So we'll get the window closed anyways, so I can park this outside, because it might be a few days before I get the wiring harness. Oh, and the other wires that are broken, I did some investigating. One has to do with the memory seat, and the other one has to do with the power mirror on the driver's door. So I'm sure that stuff's going to get fixed with the wiring harness replacement.